So one of the biggest problems with buying a new construction home in Johnson County, Kansas, is that there are so many options to pick from. Do you hire a builder and buy your own lot and knock it down? Or do you buy a home in a master plan community? Well, today's video, we're going to cover one of the newest and best new home communities in South Overland Park, Coventry Valley. It's got 400 future home sites. They're currently in phase 1 with many future phases coming. What makes this one unique is there's an on-site elementary school coming. There are retail stores that are practically on-site that are coming soon as well. It's got some crazy amenities that go above and beyond what other new home communities in the area do, and the homes start in the mid 600,000s and go all the way up to $1 million. So stay tuned to see if Coventry Valley in South Overland Park is a good fit for you. Part number 1 is all about the location of Coventry Valley. We're in South Overland Park, and yes, we are very far south in Overland Park. Your driving distance to downtown Kansas City is about 30 minutes. Your driving distance to the plaza is 35 minutes. And I want to level with you real quick. If you work downtown and being there often is a big part of your life, or a necessary part of your life, then this might not be the best location for you. But if in fact you're looking for a private, secluded suburb that's away from downtown Kansas City but still in drivable distance, then this could be the perfect location. There's a lot of hidden value in this location, especially because over the last 10, 15 years, there wasn't a lot of development in this area. You know, it was raw land in the middle of nowhere. It was far away from shops and restaurants, and living there was not super desirable, but that's changing really, really quickly. Think back to the intro. Like, look, we've got an on-site elementary school coming to Coventry Valley. We've got retail stores, so shops and restaurants that are basically on the premises, just a few minutes driving distance away. And there are several other new development communities in the area, and a lot of them are selling out pretty quickly, which to me says that this is a high demand area. It's only going to keep growing, and all the homes in the area are new construction, which we know is going to appreciate quicker. And finally, retail always follows residential, which means that even if there aren't a ton of retail stores there now, that's changing very quickly. Now listen to some of the other things that are in a short driving distance away from you. You're just down the street from Overland Park's Arboretum and Botanical Gardens. You're just down the street from Heritage Park, which is huge. It is 1,200 acres. It's got a lake that is 40 acres large, a dog park that spans 30 acres. You've got an 18-hole disc golf course, a softball field, football field, soccer fields, and of course, a public 18-hole championship golf course and driving range. Now, one of the other big benefits of this location is the school district. You'll find yourself in the Blue Valley School District, and the last phase of Coventry Valley actually falls in Spring Hill. And what differentiates these is just one street. And in fact, if you were to look at all the other new home communities in this part of South Overland Park, many of them will fall in the Spring Hill School District. And we'll talk about that in a second. But the Blue Valley School District, just across the street, is just 3 to 5 minutes away. You'll find yourself at Aubrey Bend Middle School, Blue Valley Southwest High School, and then we mentioned the Botanical Gardens in Overland Park and the Arboretum. Well, just across the street from that, which is just to your east, it's just 4 minutes away, you'll find Wolf Springs Elementary, which until the on-site elementary school is developed and up and running, that's where you'll find yourself, is Wolf Springs Elementary. Now, the final phase of this new home community actually falls in Spring Hill School District, which the ratings of Spring Hill School District are a little deceptive, and the reason why is because just 10 or 15 years ago, this would have been in a very rural part of Kansas, right? Very, very rural. Nothing much was out here. Kind of felt like the middle of nowhere, but since all of this development has happened over the last few years, the school district and the population in Spring Hill has grown dramatically, especially over the last 2 years because of COVID. Their school district is opening up a new elementary school every 24 months. Just think about that, a new elementary school every 24 months. And that doesn't happen unless the population's increasing and there's very high demand for that school district. All these people would not be moving there if this school district was not up to par. Now, in new home communities just like this, it's very common to find some type of amenities package. Usually what it looks like is there's a clubhouse with a pool out to the back of it. The clubhouse has like a kitchen, sometimes a fitness center. Outside, you'll find a playground, some bike and walking trails, and usually like a basketball court that's multi-purpose. Well, at Coventry Valley, you're gonna find all of that, but they've taken it a step farther than some of the other new development communities in the area. So listen to all of these features. You've got 4 pools, 2 of them are outdoor, 1 of them is for kids, 1 of them is for adults. You've got 2 indoor pools as well. There's one lap pool and there's one machine pool, which is kind of like a workout where it creates a current and you have to swim in one place, but you're resisting the current the whole time. The clubhouse has a private fitness center, conference room, dog washing station, which is a huge benefit if you're a dog person. There's a kitchen, a gathering room. Outside, you'll see a basketball court that can also be used for pickleball. There's a playground and of course, walking and biking trails. By the way, my name's Nick Massa and I help represent people just like you who are buying or building new construction homes in the Kansas City area. So for questions about the prices in this new community, the discounts, or some of the other good communities that would be a good fit for you, my contact info's in the description. Just send a message or schedule a Zoom call with me and I'd love to help you out. One of my biggest missions is getting you into one of these homes without it costing you an arm and a leg. So I'd love to work with you, but subscribe so you don't miss the property tours of the model homes. As soon as they are open, I'm going to be touring them and I don't want you to miss those videos. So hit that big red button and let's get back to the video. Part number 2 is all about the builders in Coventry Valley. We're going to cover some general information and then we'll cover all 3 builders in the community. So the general information. I said in the intro that the price point in this community is around the mid 600,000s, and that does include the lot price, which the lots will range anywhere from 145,000 all the way up to around 180,000, give or take a little bit of change. That's what you can expect to pay for a lot in this area. Of course, it varies with the location and the size of the lot, but that's what you're looking at. Build price is anywhere from the mid 400s all the way up to the mid 500s. So all in, you're probably looking around $700,000 for the base models of these homes. Now, the builders are going to require anywhere from 8 to 10% as a deposit when you start your build. The HOA fee in this community is around $1,000 a year, which is very comparable to the other new home communities and subdivisions in the area. This pays for all the amenities that we discussed previously. And finally, the time that it takes to build from the ground, from scratch, is around 12 to 14 months. And I don't want to give you the wrong idea, but they could maybe get it done in 10. So you obviously have the option to build from scratch, but there are also homes that they are in the process of building or close to finishing that you could look at purchasing as well if your timeline does not support that 12 to 14 months. Now in Coventry Valley, there are 3 different home builders. There's Coventry Builders, there's Inspire Homes, and then there's Camario Homes. Okay, so Coventry Homes is an in-house builder. The developer of this community is the Price Brothers. They develop a bunch of apartments, retail stores, and new home communities just like this around the Kansas City metro. So they have brought in an in-house builder to build some of the floor plans. Now the second builder is Inspire Homes, and they build a high volume of homes all over the Kansas City metro. You'll see a picture on the screen here exactly where they're developing these homes, but to do that type of volume and work across the metro, they have to have systems and procedures in place to make sure that they can get the quality and the volume of builds done. So they pride themselves on the technology that they use to help you make those decisions, get you through the building process. But one of the biggest pluses to building with Inspire is they have their own dedicated design center, which not all builders in the Kansas City area do, especially if they're smaller builders. When you make those decisions, what type of finish, what type of granite, what type of cabinet, what type of hardwood floors, etc., are you going to be using in your home, you're going to be shopping around with multiple different vendors in the area. So basically, the dedicated design center is just going to make making all of those tough decisions a lot easier and a lot more efficient because you won't have to take many different trips around the city. Now, the last builder, number 3, and these are not in any particular order, this is just how I'm listing them, Camario Homes. They've got some of the best ratings out of all of the builders in the area. All of their customers rant and rave about the quality and the workmanship of their work, and that's something that they pride themselves on. Now, one thing that you'll notice about their homes is that they have like a multi-point inspection and cleaning process before you move in. A lot of other builders won't do that. They won't clean out the ducts. They won't pay for the inspection. That you want to make sure that the home is in good working order. That's usually a cost that goes on you. Camario Homes wants to back their work, and as a result of that, they're covering those costs for you. You can see it on their website, or if you have any questions about it, my contact info is in the description, and I can get you the most up-to-date information on what they're offering with their builds. But some of the best workmanship, Any bad reviews that they've got are like one-off. Unlike some other builders, you'll see a handful of bad reviews. They've got some stunning work and they pride themselves on it too, which is really, really important when you're building a new construction home. Part number 3, we're going to discuss 2 of my favorite floor plans in this community, and I'll explain exactly why I've chosen these floor plans in a second. We're going to take a look at a 2-story floor plan, the Opus by Inspired Homes, and then we'll also take a look at Comerio Homes, their 1.5-story Varese 2. Okay, so the first one, the Opus, it's a 2-story floor plan. Some things that I really like about this one, you'll see the floor plan on screen now. It's 5-bed, 4-bath. There's an optional Jack and Jill upstairs, and this is one of the bigger 2-story floor plans. You're looking at just under 3,400 square feet. Now on the main level floor plan, you'll see there's a lot of flow from the kitchen to the living room, which leads to the porch and the backyard. So if you're standing at the corner of the kitchen, you can both see the family room and you can also see all the way out to the backyard. And I really like the clear lines of sight there with a 2-story home. Most likely you've got a family, and if the kids are playing outside, it's very nice to be able to see them from in the kitchen. Now you'll also notice, and this is one of my favorite things, I love a big kitchen, and this one happens to have a walk-in pantry that doubles as a prep kitchen, which is a huge plus, at least for me. Now as we go on to the second level floor plan, you'll notice that they've really maximized the space here. There's an option for a Jack and Jill bathroom with those 2 bedrooms on the left side of the screen, and you'll notice the owner suite has a lot of privacy, being on that right north corner of the screen. It's just tucked away and it's across the entire floor away from where the kids would most likely be. And then you've got a 3rd bedroom in case you've got more than 2 kids, or it could be a flex space where you can have a guest bedroom as well. The base price of this floor plan, the Inspired's Opus floor plan, is around $550,000 plus the lot. So all in, you're looking at about $700,000. The lots again range from $140 all the way up to $180. Now let's move on to the second home that we'll look at, the second floor plan. It's a 1.5-story home by Comerio Homes. It's the Varese 2. So there's the Varese 2, and the Varese Expanded Edition. I've chosen this one for a couple reasons. On this first floor plan, you'll notice that the bedrooms and the owner's suite are all on the left side of your screen. Okay, that's one of the details that this builder prides themselves on, is they've separated the bedrooms from the other living areas of the home. Okay, so they're both separate. You can see the owner's suite is very big. You've got the bathrooms that go into the walk-in closet, which also lead to the laundry room, and that's a feature that you'll see on most of the floor plans in this Coventry Valley community. So you'll also notice that the kitchen, you've got a prep kitchen. That's a big plus. That's one of my favorite things. You've also got a separate pantry. Now this is something that you wouldn't have seen on Inspired's Opus floor plan. The pantry and the prep kitchen were wrapped into one. You've got a 2-for-1 here, and that's all without sacrificing that oversized island in the middle of the kitchen. Now of course you've got the lines of sight from the corner of the kitchen near the pantry to the great room, and of course the covered patio outside. And as we head upstairs to the upstairs floor plan, you'll notice you've got a loft, which is a bonus family space. I think that's a huge perk. You can use it for whatever you want to. The big difference between the Varese 2 and the Varese Expanded Edition is that becomes a whole nother bedroom, which you'll notice you've already got that other bedroom downstairs. So you're still at 4 bedrooms and you've got an additional bonus family space. I think that's a big plus. And up here, nothing crazy. You'll find the Jack and Jill bathrooms, kids' bedrooms would be upstairs, and you've got that upper-lower separation for some privacy, of course, with the owner suite on the main floor. Now, this Varese 2 floor plan, the build price is around $500,000, give or take, and of course it all depends the upgrades and finishes that you choose, plus the lot. So all in, you're looking at a comparable price, maybe just under $700,000 or around $700,000, just like that 2-story home.